Hello my friends, this video is about funeral doom metal. Funeral doom metal started in the early 1990s and it largely started in Finland. Funeral doom metal employs very slow tempos, the sound is very dark, oftentimes very depressive, has a lot of atmosphere. The vocals are typically guttural and they oftentimes employ keyboard and piano. Some of the bands that really influenced the style are Cathedral, Paradise Lost, Winter, and Disembowelment. Some of the early funeral doom metal bands are Thergothen, Skepticism, Evoken, Esoteric, and Mournful Congregation. Alright, I have a list of 12 funeral doom metal bands here. I consider these to be some of the most influential and essential funeral doom metal bands. There are so many other funeral doom metal bands out there, but I just decided to narrow it down to 12. If you're not really familiar with the style, I definitely recommend checking out some of these bands. So basically I'm just going to go through the list, talk a little bit about each band, and show you some CDs as well. Alright, the first band on the list is Thergothen. They are from Finland. They formed in 1990. They didn't last for very long. They only released one full-length album entitled Stream from the Heavens. That album is considered to be oftentimes considered to be the first funeral doom metal album and also one of the most essential. Skepticism, that's the next band on the list. They are also from Finland. They formed in 1991. They're considered to be one of the earliest funeral doom metal bands. And their album Stormcrow Fleet is also considered to be one of the most essential albums and one of the earliest albums within the style. That's this album right here. Excellent album. They're still active. They have about 5 or 6 albums out. Funeral, that's the next band on the list. They're from Norway. They are still around. They have a handful of albums out. Another very influential band, very essential band. Alright, Esoteric, that's the next band on the list. They're from England. They're still active. They have a handful of albums out. This album here is entitled The Maniacal Veil. Great album. Alright, Mournful Congregation, that's a band out of Australia. They formed, I think, in 1993. They have, I think, 5 or 6 albums out. They're still active. This album here is entitled The Monad Creation. I really enjoy this album. Good stuff. Alright. Evoken, that's a band out of the USA. They formed, I think, around 1994, and they have also 5 or 6 albums out. They're still active as well. This album here is entitled Quietus. Really good album. I've listened to this one quite a lot. Really good. Really enjoyed that one. Alright, Nort. That's a band out of Denmark. That's a one-man project. He's been around since, I think, 1995, and I think he has about 4 albums, 4 full-length albums. And I have this one here. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this album. Let me try. League Feared. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but alright. Good stuff. Really good band. And he's still active as well. And now, okay, next band on the list is Shape of Despair. That's another band out of Finland. I think they formed around 1998. They also have, I think, 5 or 6 albums out. I have this album here. It's entitled Monotony Fields. Really good stuff. Excellent band. Alright. Pantheus. That's a band out of Belgium. I think they formed around 2000. They're still active. They also have, I think, 5 or 6 albums out. Tyranny, that's the next band on the list. That's another band out of Finland. I think they formed around 2001. They only have a couple albums out, and they're still active. Okay, next band is Ahab. That's a German band. They've been around since 2004. They have 4 full-length albums out. This is their first album, The Call of the Wretched Sea. I really enjoy this album. Really good. Definitely recommend them. Excellent band. Alright, they're still active. And the last band on the list is Colosseum. That's a band out of Finland. They formed, I think, in 2006, and I think they split up around 2010. And I think they only released 3 full-length albums out. They're a guitarist and vocalist. He committed suicide back in 2010, so they split up afterwards. Alright, so that is funeral doom metal. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something. Take care. Have yourselves a good day. Thanks.